Yeah, I think we went through some of this last week. The real significance of this, one or two things, is that they have extended the deadline to August 26th. Now, all this is still another setup for a breakdown because all it's doing, what the state is trying to do is trying to pat their own bill. Because he's right, the more people apply, the more money that FEMA gives out, the less the state has to feel justified with giving the people. They already ain't giving nobody nothing, right? So if all of you apply, and I think that is a fictitious number, that 700, how do you know? When they just go door to door right after on May 17th. So now how can you be so specific about the number of people that didn't apply? Now you can concretely say, because nobody's been to anyone's home. But again, the application is really simple. You're going to click where it says apply now, and you can do this on the phone also. Where it says apply now, tell them you're not a robot. Enter your zip code. And once you 63115. And then you do need to put in the city. Oh yeah, and it actually pops up which of the storms. And I want to point out again that on here, the March storm of 2025 was on here that they said nothing about that people could have applied for damages. And then we've also got the May 16th. So you're going to click the May 16th, and then you're going to click next. And it's going to ask you where the damage happened. Of course, you want to click St. Louis and the St. Louis City. Click Next. And they tell you pretty much how you need to, once you get to this point and you give us the information about giving where the storm happened, it's going to take you to where you have to create a login. It says create a login.gov account to sign in if you don't have one. It's really simple. Just the same way you would set up anything else. If you've got, young children or adults, someone that can help you, or if not, call FEMA. They can walk you through this or whatever as well to set this up. And what is the public loan account? Once you do that and you log in, you've started the process. They're going to tell you that your application has been accepted. They've gotten the information, and the other you can do is call. I myself filed, and what I did was I called. One, I was having a problem setting up this login.gov account, and any number of reasons that could happen, and that may be what has happened to a lot of people. They get there and they just go whatever. But I unite with what Comrade Westbrook was saying, President Westbrook was saying about procrastinating. Don't do it. Just do it. Just get it done, because that's one of the ways that we're going to be able to continue to push back on the state, because this is a shell game, that they're playing here now to see who's going to do what first, and they're anticipating that. And I heard them say in one of the town hall meetings that, and I don't think they meant to say this, that it wasn't supposed to be heard. Put it that way. It wasn't supposed to be heard. The conversation they really were having amongst each other and kind of let it slip out is that what they're waiting to do, they're waiting to see what FEMA's going to do, because they don't want to give out these billions of dollars that they have access to, because they don't know if they're going to get it back. And they weren't. Joe Public wasn't supposed to hear that, but I said they let it slip out. So apply, because we still want the opportunity to be able to push back on the state, because that $30 million in RAM settlement money is the people's money anyway. And it shouldn't be a question. People shouldn't have to fight for it to get it back. But everything that is available, apply for. But this also provides us, like I said, the ammunition that we need to continue to force the state to push back. So don't wait while your claim, property damage. We had personal damage, which most people had damage to their homes. Some people had damage to their cars. You see, they pay for food, clothing, medical supplies. If you were out of your home, what I can tell you is that they have the ability to be able to sustain you for almost 2 years. I know that their objective is to rebuild, but while you're in the process of rebuilding, at least get this money so you have a place to live while you're rebuilding. Because people were so devastated. People were really literally just roaming around because they didn't have any place to go, or maybe they didn't have a vehicle to sleep in. No one came to do anything. So now that we have a little bit at our disposal, let's just use it. And once you click these buttons, there are set amounts of money that FEMA gives you. So everything that applies to your situation, make sure that you click the button and apply for it. Medical, dental, new kids, home, safety, item cost, whatever it is you need. You need to get a humidifier or air conditioner or whatever. Make sure that you include all of that. And then once you go to next, it will begin to process your claim. And once you get that claim filed, you're going to get a number. And it will send you something. An adjuster will come out and to your home, set an appointment with you once your claim is filed, and they'll begin that process. But once you have the important thing is to have a claim number. Don't worry about if you don't have the deed and all that stuff. I know people are probably still working on in some instances, trying to get those documents, but get the claim filed. Get the claim filed. The only thing I think that is an issue, and they may have resolved some of that now, where it says, this is not my primary home, I use it as my vacation second home, or I rent it out. Just to be careful there, and if that is your situation, please make sure that you call me. Call them. But that's what I have. Again, the deadline has been extended to the 26th. Apply. If you filed already, and your claim is open, when in some instances, people receive certain sums of money presumably for specific things, and they got a little little box in their application that says appeal. If you got that, appeal it. What they're telling you is that there's more money available than that $770, which is, I think, they give you automatically for, I think, the loss of food and possibly clothes. And you know that's going to cost more than that to replace your food, let alone the dresser and all the clothes, everything to appeal. So appeal. If you get denied, appeal. Every opportunity that you have to continue to fight for that money, do it. And we want to do it so that we take that away from the state, because what they're going to try to do is say that what you got from FEMA was enough. So we got to keep pushing back. We'll file your claim. File your claim. File your claim. That's it. Thank you, comrade.
One Africa.
One nation.
One nation.
One Africa.
Mister.
But,
Mister.
man.
Mister.